What's going on, everybody? I've made a lot of videos, and obviously this is a Total Gym related channel, about how much I love this equipment, how much I love these sliding bench training machines. But this is a video I want to formally kind of declare that I do think, at least for me personally, that a Total Gym is the best resistance training tool to reach, again, my personal goals. It might not be for yours, but I also want to open this up to anyone who actually wants to change my mind in this regard, and I'll present my case, and then I'm open to kind of hear your questions, comments, and definitely feedback or debates on this issue on why a Total Gym is not the best for not just home training, but also outside and going to the gym as well. So in this video, I'm going to break down how I personally use it, why I use this machine, and why I think this equipment is the best tool for the job. But if you guys do want to debate me on this and you guys feel strongly on another position, again, keep in mind the context in which I'm discussing. If I'm calling something the best, I would never say something's the best for everybody. I'll present my case, and my case might be relatable to you guys that are watching, especially if you're someone who's going to be considered this, maybe new to the channel, don't even know anything about these sliding bench trainers or Total Gym. But if you're going to debate my particular issue, or you stand strongly against maybe free weights or barbells or whatever, definitely kind of go against what I'm saying here. And if I say something's the best, I'm saying to me personally and my personal viewpoints. I'm not going to say it is the best for building raw strength to your maximum capacity. If you want to be a power lifter, obviously you got to train with barbells. But my point is, all the things that I'll be getting into today, if you think that there's something else that does a better job with that, definitely let me know and state your case down below in the description box. But I also realize I'm preaching to the choir here, and I get many people emailing me, many comments of you guys I would consider converts to sliding bench training or just Total Gyms, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. If there's something else I didn't cover, or you guys want to share your personal story, definitely do so down in the comment section. Kind of helps illuminate other people's minds as well to the great potential these machines offer. I will put some resources and links in the description box for everything that's kind of covered and gone over in this video if you guys do want to check it out and or support the channel. I'll also have some timestamps down below as well. And as a soft plug, if you guys are new to the channel, want some free PDFs, go to slidingbenchtrainer.com, sign up for the mailing list. And if you guys want personalized training, I'm running a kind of a mini sale for like a week or so on that. And feel free to check out the sliding bench training poster which I created, which is the easy kind of templates, the workouts that I pretty much follow if you guys want to check those out. So before I go over all the major points on why I feel a Total Gym is the best resistance training tool for the job, I want you guys to keep in mind that all my points really build upon each other, and that's kind of a very important thing. When I think of all the great reasons of why I love, say, barbells or free weights, or going to the gym, different pieces of equipment, a lot of them have their special kind of niches or things that make them kind of stand out from one another, but a lot of them are kind of missing certain little pieces and aspects that I'll be going over here with you guys. Starting first with the fact that, as you guys have been seeing throughout the summer and probably in this video, that I can actually work out with my Total Gym outdoors. You guys might be seeing me work out in the rain, which I definitely highly encourage you guys not to do this. I just took that risk because I got a bunch of Total Gyms, but that's a great thing. If I wanted to choose to work out in the rain or work out outside or go anywhere, change my environment, go indoors to outdoors, travel with this equipment, I cannot do that with traditional free weights. Maybe yes with resistance bands, but even things like resistance bands don't have like an anchor point, or you got to find certain anchor points. Say if you're going outside and finding a park or whatever. Great thing about a Total Gym is that, especially if you want to incorporate other things, which I'll mention that later, you kind of have everything is there included. Yes, you can bring attachments and other stuff that might be a little more or less cumbersome, and I recognize that for everybody it's not as hard to it might be harder to kind of take and lug a piece of equipment like this in and out of a car or downstairs to outside or in your garage, whatever. But the point is, for me, I'm able to do that, and that's one of the beauties of this equipment. All right, the next thing is that this is an all-encompassing piece of equipment. I can work my whole entire body. Like I said, I can travel with it. My gym's all essentially there wherever I set this thing up. I can work my arms, my legs, shoulders, core, whatever. I can make this kind of aerobic. I can make it more traditional resistance training. Point is, I can essentially work my whole entire body in a very efficient and effective way, regardless of where I am. The other great thing about this is I particularly love to do superset type workouts. This kind of fits the style of workouts for me personally that I like to do. I've had my stints of traditional weight training, even Olympic lifting, things that are more specific, and you kind of need a more sequential, kind of structured approach, which again, that's great. If that's you guys, this machine's not going to be for you. But I've always in the past, and I've talked about this, I love going to the gym, which I guess I would call kind of more bodybuilding workouts, but I call it kind of more hybrid workouts, doing a lot of different everything. And that's kind of what I do here. I do a lot of things that you can consider maybe free weight, using your body weight, a lot of things that use some external loads. Even on these inclines, depending on the position, you're using gravity and the manipulation machine to increase that resistance. But the point is, I can jump around from exercise to exercise, body part to body part, in a way that I only could really replicate in a gym. But in a gym, you might be limited to how crowded the gym is, what equipment they have. With a total gym, again, at least for me, it fits my body type. It fits me perfectly as far as working the muscles that need to be worked and stressed the ways need to be stressed, which I'll get into probably in the next point. But I can do everything I wanted with all the specialized equipment that I would have gone to the gym. One point I've said many times in this channel that if I had a fully furnished gym, or I go to a fully decked out gym and they had a total gym there somewhere in that facility, I probably would be jumping on that total gym for 90+% of my workouts because I just love the way the total gym feels on my muscles for a variety of different exercises. Which leads me in my next point, which is I find that a total gym just works out perfectly and gives me the perfect amount of stress for isolating exercises, even multi-joint exercises, much more so than I find with traditional free weights and barbells. Now this really leads into more bodybuilding style workouts where I feel like the total gym really can ideally stress those specific body parts in single joint and also multi-joint exercises. I would say there's also a functional carryover as well from doing things that challenge your balance and neuromuscular coordination. Things that I find just going out and, like I said, I've even gone back to traditional weight training once in a while to kind of do like a strength test where I do standard military presses, deadlifts, even squats, and I feel like my strength really hasn't moved around almost too much at all. So my ability to maintain, I would argue even build strength is still there. But if you're looking at something that just gives you good aesthetic muscle build along with functionality, at least for me, I'm speaking for myself, the total gym is checking all those boxes. So going along those same lines, not only do I find that a total gym gives me the adequate stress and it just feels good overall, I got a wide variety of exercises, I also find this machine is very easy, very forgiving on your joints. Many of you guys have written into me and said that exact same thing. A lot of ex-powerlifters, a lot of you guys are a little older in years. Maybe, again, someone could argue that maybe someone's doing it improperly or whatever. But the point is, many people tell me they're getting great results, if not better results than going to the gym. And one of the biggest things they're saying is that they're doing so with minimal wear and tear, minimal strain, minimal kind of muscle soreness or less soreness that they had using traditional free weights. And I found this to be the case definitely across the board. I wouldn't wake up totally like sore, excruciating sore, never had really any kind of major injury, but I can tell you right now that if I go use traditional weights in the weight room, the next day might feel a little bit stiff, a little bit more sore, and might need an extra day off of rest. And I think just given the low intensity nature of this machine, I find I can do a little bit more frequency, I can stress my muscles a little more directly, and I just find I don't have any kind of soreness or any kind of joint stiffness or soreness compared to what I was doing before. And if not, I also say this actually helps build that joint integrity. So I talked about its versatile nature in not just where you can train and where you can bring it, but also how you can kind of train various body parts. Not only just train the variety, but also it trains it very effectively. The next thing I would say is it is not boring. I do not get tired of using this equipment at all whatsoever. Resistance training with bands, resistance bands, while very functional, versatile, portable, in my opinion, gets very boring very fast. I still use them on occasion, supplementing with the machine. Traditional barbell training, yes, it's fun kind of chasing the weights from time to time, but again, it gets very boring. As far as I'm concerned, I've always kind of supplemented with other things, even when I was doing traditional strength training. I could say the same thing with Olympic lifting, even basic calisthenics. Yes, it's great. I'm getting all those same benefits with traditional progressive calisthenics with a total gym, and power blocks, dumbbells, stuff like that. Even going to the gym, doing your kind of typical circuit, which you could argue you can follow the typical circuit patterns here in a total gym. And as I'm approaching close to 3 years of using this thing as my sole form of resistance training, I can tell you I'm still not as bored. I feel exactly the same the way I have since I started it. Yes, there's some ways and some things to kind of think about to keep yourself less bored from using this machine, because anything can get kind of repetitive. But if you find those exercises and you find the things that kind of work for you, you change your environment, you change your attachments, so many different things you can do. I find that this machine just keeps staying fresh, and again, it keeps delivering results. All right, then last but not least is just the results on this machine. I've been getting everything I want out of a piece of exercise equipment that I would like at this stage in life. I would like to still be functionally fit, still like to be somewhat strong. I'd still like to kind of have some nice muscle mass, muscle definition. And I just want to keep up overall really good fitness with minimal risk of injury. And this machine is checking all those boxes. So you guys have commented and seen kind of how my body has kind of shifted the more I've kind of used this machine on camera. You guys haven't seen the whole history of my body type change. When I first started this particular sliding bench training kind of transition, I was coming off traditional strength training of starting strength type programs where I was doing more just progressive strength training, and I do that from on and off different years. And certainly my body type has gone as low as 175 to as up as high as 235. And the point is, I'm getting all the benefits I want out of a piece of equipment, making it not boring, low injury. And also I would say, yes, you have to put some work in, you gotta work hard, but to me, the work does not seem that hard. If anything, it's a fun way to work out, an enjoyable way of working out. So with all that stuff being said, I definitely wanna hear anyone who's critical to this machine, critical to what I'm doing, to kind of offer their insight into this. I'm not trying to make an argument that can't be won, because it's kind of hard to argue with someone that says they just like doing something better and they're getting results from it and they just find it more interesting. Really, that's like the ideal physical fitness for you. But if there's something else that's out there that's more resistance training based, that can check more boxes, or you think offers a better bang for your buck based on some of the things I've laid out for myself in this video, definitely share those down below, definitely comment down below. And like I said, offer your guys' opinions on things that you guys have seen in progress with this machine as well. So that's it, you guys. See you guys on the next video.